Welcome back to my channel, Libra. This is the second part of the video. I did do the Oracle video just a moment ago, and I did mention I was going to be doing career, money, finance specifically. So this is the Rider-Waite deck, and I'll just get right into it. Thank you again to all my subscribers and those that do follow. Really appreciate your time and attention. So this is career, money, finance, and this is for September 15th through to the 31st, and we'll see what is happening here. So career, money, finance for Libra. Career, money, finance for Libra, September 15th through to the 31st. Again, please allow flexibility. Might be trailing into October for some of you. Career, money, finance for Libra, September 15th through to the 31st. What is happening? Okay. Career, money, finance, September 15th through to the 31st for Libra. Money, finance, and I will do clarifiers on this as well. So there is going to be a reason to celebrate, and there is some kind of personal struggle anyway, for sure, but you are expanding something. You're moving ahead. You are protected. There is possibly some kind of a weight, but a lot of hermit energy coming through here, as I mentioned, even with the oracles in the last reading. Career, money, finance only for Libra, September 15th through to the 31st. And, okay, we do have Seven of Swords energy, so I want to see what that is. Okay, you're completing some kind of a cycle here. Actually, we'll pull the clarifiers so we can get clear on what some of these cards are. Like the Seven of Swords, but it looks like you have some Wheel of Fortune here, so something is looking to be quite positive there. Things are moving forward anyway. Okay, definitely looks like there's a bit of a struggle this month for sure. With the Four of Cups as well. Might be Hierophant, or might be higher education as well, spiritual ascension. Yeah, I was thinking the Death card might show up. Okay, so let's clarify the Three of Cups. Some kind of a celebration. Ooh, but something around it that's not yet revealed. Okay, something is hidden. What is hidden with the Moon card and the Three of Cups? So this could be maybe something involving three people or a group of people, but something is not quite clear. What is not quite clear with the Moon card? Maybe this could be you just dealing with your own subconscious fears. Yeah, you're defensive, you're guarded. What is the Five of Wands? Okay, you're fighting yourself over your wish fulfillment and maybe what you feel you deserve, but you are going away from that. What is the Three of Wands? Okay, there's some Emperor energy. Feel like you taking charge of your life. And what's the Temperance? Yeah, you're feeling empowered. You're being protected. Although you do have some confusion, a lot of options, choices ahead here. And the Hermit energy. Okay, there is some kind of a sense of a working partnership of some sort. So maybe in business, maybe there is some kind of a balance or something that comes through here. But I feel like there is some kind of tension around a job situation. Okay, what is the Wheel of Fortune? But there's abundance attached to it, so it's moving in the right direction. What is the Seven of Swords? Okay, there's going to be some problem with some give and take. Maybe somebody's being a little underhanded, shorting you money. What is the World card? But there is success and there is money that's coming through here. What is the Four of Cups? Feeling like maybe you're going to lose the job, possibly. What is the Hierophant? Okay, there is some kind of a blessing that's coming through. And again, this could be spiritual. What is the Death card? Okay, I feel like you're going on to a different path here. It feels like there is possibly some kind of a job loss here. Is there some kind of a job loss here? Well, we have something positive. What is positive that's coming through? There's a reason to be optimistic here anyway. What is the Sun card? What is the Sun card? What is the Sun card here for? Okay, there's some kind of challenge anyway that you're dealing with, but it looks like things will go in your favor. What is the Two of Cups with the Hermit? Feeling left out of a situation, maybe alienated in some way. What is the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles? It's a hard-won battle. Okay, Definitely feels like there's some kind of an end to a job, I would say. But there's a creative project I feel that's still in the works for you. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly go into this. So again, this is not going to resonate for everybody, and again, there's got to be flexibility considered here. So I do feel that there is some issue around a work situation. The Three of Cups normally, as I said, is a card of, for sure, some kind of a celebration at hand. So I do feel, again, because of the birthday month here, it does feel as though there is going to be some kind of a celebration, but there's a guarded energy around it, and I'm not really entirely sure why, but something hasn't come, fully to the surface here with that moon card energy. And maybe it's because you don't feel like celebrating. Maybe this is, you're just feeling like you're, healing some old wounds. Maybe something has gone wrong or gone awry here in August, or something that you're still dealing with, but there is an issue of you being defensive from the 15th on in that earlier part of the month here. So again, normally this could be recognition for something, and you might still be rising here in terms of the recognition, as it did come through with the oracle cards, but there's something about this group dynamic that you're very guarded and defensive about. So whatever those group interactions are, I just feel like, it just feels as though there is some sense of, again, personally, maybe on the unconscious level, you're still dealing with a lot of issues, and so that might be impacting your money this month, because you're just not feeling very secure. And definitely with the moon card, that again could, and with the Seven of Swords, it can speak to, some underhandedness, going on, or something that's just not being fully, something that just feels like you feel out of the loop about, because we also have that Five of Pentacles, and again, something has to shift. But with the Five of Pentacles, to me, it feels like in some work situation, and again, it could be a partnership, but again, when I see the Two of Cups, or something along that line, to me this is a works, you being employed. For those that are employed, that's what that speaks to for me. Or again, those that are in partnership, it feels like there is a sense of there's a need to heal. There's something that's operating in that scenario that is not being forthcoming. There is something that is deceptive going on here, some kind of sabotage, I feel, and that's probably why you're feeling attacked. That's why you're feeling some kind of anxiety and insecurity here with that moon card and that defensiveness. But you know what, just face your fears, go through it. It's only a phase, and you don't want to be in a situation where it's draining all of your energy and you're not able to move forward anyway. You want to be in a situation where you are feeling like you can still operate well enough, to be able to produce enough money for yourself. Nobody wants to lose a job. Nobody wants to lose money and have something fluctuate, for sure. But I definitely feel that this is a time where, you have to weigh out the pros and cons, money over your sanity, so to speak. So, whatever that is, you still have the upper hand. You still have a blessing coming in. There's something toward that end of September that is going to open up for you and make you feel as though you are more secure and in charge of your future again. So again, with that Sun card here, and the Seven of Wands, there you still have the upper hand. So there is something that's materializing, but again, it's not going to show up until either end of the month or a little further out. But it is definitely, could be dealing with a Leo here as well. But it definitely feels as though there's a lot more enthusiasm that's coming through, a lot more vitality and energy, even though, again, you're quite guarded, and probably a little bit angry here with the level of wands in here. So again, it feels like some kind of sense of soul search is required to be able to get through. But, this is definitely positive coming through at the end of the reading, and that was freedom. That's, more good luck, as well as coming in with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress card. That's definitely abundance, even though it's just the clarifier. But we still have a lot of major arcana. So we do have the Temperance card, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, we do have the World card. So you're finishing up some kind of a cycle where there was deception. That is completing here in September. So maybe for some of you, this is just residual energy that's still in the month of September. Maybe you're not actually going through job loss, but this could be for some of you the actual job loss in this month, because again, it's a general reading, so some of the energy will overlap for some of you here. But again, I do feel that you are realizing, that you do have some options here, with that with the Temperance card, there's a fair decision. Things will be just. Things will be okay. Things are going to balance in some way here because you do have the Temperance card, but you just got to wait it out, to be able to find that fairness in the situation with the Justice card. But things will turn around here. Again, with that Temperance card, it really does speak to, things will start to look up, once you are able to, I think, weed away and maybe even allow for some compromise here, because with the Five of Swords, maybe there was some kind of a sacrifice, but there was a compromise that might have had to be made, and maybe it was you walking away from a job because you just couldn't take all the battling, or whatever it was around the reciprocity. Maybe too much of the work effort was on you and not enough balance there, because with that Seven of Swords and the Six and the Five, to me, you've got two fives here, I believe it was. So, yeah, two fives. So I feel like there was definitely some kind of real imbalance, something that didn't work, that wasn't equal cooperation is what I want to say there, and I feel like with the World card overall, it's done with, you're just done. There is some kind of completion. There's some kind of success as well coming through with that card. And I feel like this is a multitude of levels, because it looks like there is some kind of a creative project as well that's still coming through, and a lot of energy toward it. So I feel like you've got some energy here in the month of September, even if it's still just kind of circulating under as an undercurrent, because you are withdrawn here. It feels like lots of ideas that are coming through is what I want to say there. But again, you've got, you're getting closer to who you really are here is what I want to see with that combination here with the World card and the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen is really somebody who's resourceful and figures things out. And you've also got the Emperor, so there's a take charge energy. You're taking back control of your life. You are expanding with another kind of project here. I don't think this is just working on one situation. I think one thing is going to fall away, but you still have something in the wings here that's working, that's around wish fulfillment. So, and maybe this was a job that you thought was going to be, for some of you, that you thought was going to be, the right one. But with the Nine of Cups here, there's a struggle. You have to battle for it. But as I say, I feel like you're moving on from it. Because again, we've got the Three of Wands, a new door is opening here, and you are somebody who is, you're not starting from the ground zero. This is you moving into a path where it's kind of, I would say, more established as well. With that Eight of Cups energy, you're walking away from something that I feel is more in line with what you want, because it's going from the 8 to the 9 here. So I feel that there is, maybe you felt like you were kind of abandoned or standing on your own, or people are walking away from you in some respect in terms of, employment. But it just feels like there's a natural conclusion that's come to a head. And I feel like it's you who's walked away. I don't feel like there was, I feel like there was a battle, and you just don't feel like it's worth the battle. I don't think it's a hammering down of get out. From the work situation, I feel like it's you just saying, you know what, I've had enough. I just feel like you're seeing something as unfulfilling, taking back control over your life. You're moving into a place of what are my options, thinking about how to go forward. And again, with that Hermit energy, I still feel like you're in that place of what do I really want, because it's a 9. The Hermit is a 9. You got a lot of cards of conclusion here as well. Change and conclusion. 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups. The Hermit is a 9. You've got 5 of Pentacles, that's change. 5 of Swords, that's again change. It's change in your mindset, your intellect. It's change, in a grounded way. It's change, on, I see everything but emotional. Emotional might be the area that you're still sort of working on, but it's like you're just tired of everything else here, and you are putting up some boundaries is what I feel with the Knight of Wands. But again, you're almost to the full conclusion and completion of all of that. And then I feel that you're going to be, after this ascension here in September, even further developing you. I feel that you will be able to be even more empowered to go forward. Okay, so moving back into the Hermit card here, again with that Two of Cups, feels like it's some kind of a partnership, something in business. Again, for some of you, it might relate around a friendship or close friendship, something like that, or even in a partnership, like romantically, because sometimes that overlaps with our money, of course. But I do feel either way, you're searching for the truth, searching for your inner truth. This is the path of the seeker, as they say. This is a place where you are really trying to get clear on spiritual matters, deeper unconscious parts to yourself. This is about, solitude. This is about pulling back and really trying to figure out what it is that you want. But it's also education. Could be a teacher, could be a spiritual teacher, something that you're trying to build as well. With the Hierophant over here, it does feel like there is some kind of aspect of teaching or spiritual knowledge that you're imparting. But it does feel as though, as I say, everything is close to being at your reach here with the good luck cards, with the 9s, and almost to the 10s, and especially with the World card being so close here to, you're just at a 9 and 10 on a lot of different levels here. But there is some level of completion. You're getting some kind of understanding around the things that are practical for you here, is what I want to say too. So I feel like this is you shifting your focus here this month with that Hermit card, and maybe pulling away from some of the financial part of it and really getting, trying to figure out what it is that's true for you to be able to move something forward. Because again, with that Justice card, you coming through in the reading, it does feel as though you're trying to get some kind of justice here, but it's also about, creating balance for yourself. And as well, because it is, with the Emperor card so close together, this could even be a strong partnership where, if this was a partnership where you were both in business together, maybe there was a legal aspect to it, but it also could be that, that there is more of an objective kind of detached sort of situation that's at hand here as well. Like maybe you feel detached or somebody else is detached. Maybe you're detaching from the workplace and able to sort of get clear on what it is that you want. But I do feel that you're taking back control of your life, but there's also an aspect of having to compromise or be objective and detached from something to be able to get clear on what it is. So in terms of a legal issue, as I say, if there's legal matters or contracts or something with a corporation or some kind of a partnership or whatever that's at hand, or even, I feel like you're getting a higher understanding with so many different cards here, with the Star, with the Ace of Cups, with the Hierophant, with the Hermit card. There is some kind of higher knowledge that is being imparted here that you're actually able to use wisely, use to your advantage, with the 9 of Wands. Again, defensive action, but there's 7 of Wands as well. So that's still a position of leverage. So I do feel like there is some kind of, if there is a contractual agreement here with a business, I still feel like, again, workplace might have been a little underhanded in the way that they were dealing with you, or there wasn't enough give and take in the situation, maybe too little hours, too much work, not being paid for hours or whatever it is. But either way, it just feels like there is something that you need to maybe even look at both sides of a situation here to be able to advance forward with that Wheel of Fortune and the abundance. Try to look at something a little bit deeper here. But again, if there is a legal matter, it's judgment in your favor, definitely with the Wheel of Fortune and the Abundance card. Certainly does speak to you feeling maybe a little bit more isolated, I guess, with that Hermit card as well. Okay, so just to round it up a little bit here, I do still feel that you're working on some projects here with that 8 of Pentacles energy here. So again, it feels like it's more than one project. Definitely it is apprenticeship for some, and it does feel like it could be a job situation. But again, this one's sort of independent of the rest. I just sort of pulled it. I'll just put it at the top here. I just pulled it independently there, as I did with the Sun card and the 7 of Wands. But we do have the Star card and the Death card. So again, whatever is ending, there is a new path here for you. And again, we've got the Four of Cups, so some kind of disappointment around a work situation, but I still feel like you're working on something, because there is that independent King of Wands energy. It could be an entrepreneurial sort of venture as well for some of you. But there is some kind of end to something here with the two cards of end. Again, for some of you, it's job loss, but it doesn't matter because you do have something else that's coming forward here. At least there's some kind of a blessing or option. It feels like more emotional blessing that's coming through. Because as I say, it looks like there's some restriction around the pentacles, something around the money, although it does feel like there could be some money, with this conclusion, but, maybe it's just not coming in right away here, or maybe it's like a final check or something like that. But again, with that Eight of Pentacles, it can also speak to more education here when it's so close to the Hermit, the Hierophant energy there. And because with the Hierophant, I don't know if you can see that, the Hierophant as well as the Ace of Cups. Again, to me, that just really feels like and then with that, as I said, the Ace of Pentacles, or Eight of Pentacles, again, it's long-term, new projects, things that you're working on. Maybe you're feeling a sense of lack with the Four of Cups, but again, the Four of Cups doesn't see all of the stuff that's available to them. This is somebody that's, feeling a low ebb, feeling a little bit depressed, or feeling like they're out of the loop on something, or not catching the full picture here, but, it really is there's still something there to be worked on with the Four of Cups energy. So I wouldn't say everything is a write-off for that last 2 weeks. I mean, you're doing a lot of transitioning on some kind of spiritual front for sure, which is going to be to your advantage because you're going to be able to see 10 steps ahead and a lot broader, a lot wider of a scenario in the future. This is, going to help you to discover more opportunities for growth, point you in the directions that you need to find something. But again, with that Four of Cups energy, maybe you're feeling like work is monotonous. Maybe you feel like there's a lack of something there in your profession. But again, you're still being asked to take action in a new direction. And again, with that teaching card, to me, maybe it's spiritual teaching, really, for some of you. Something along that line that's coming through here because it's strong with the Hierophant as well as with that, I'll just maybe push it over so you can see the full spectrum there. The Hierophant and the Ace of Cups, to me, that's still around intuition and, going deeper and really being in a more powerful position is what I would say. Because and again, for some of you, it's a corporation, you're getting a job. It depends on what is, however it resonates for you. I just feel, like I said, there's an option there at the end of the month, or again, moving a little further into October. But again, something is ending, some kind of a job. Could be the corporation job, but maybe you still have something that is something you're still working on here. But there might be a little bit of a financial loss or something, as I say, or a period of transition there or something with that Death card, as well as the Death card with the Star. But very hopeful, at least with the Star, because that's balance and harmony. It's reaching for your highest potential again, and you are being led to your destination there. Just it's persistence and hard work that will pay off, but you have to release the old and before you kind of get to the good. But this is still, inner conflicts are now being resolved. You're healing here with this card. So again, in terms of investments, things are going to start to open up here by the end of the month. Okay, so that's what I have for you for the month of September 15th through to the end of September. And I will say again, for some of you, it's going to trickle out a little further into October. So again, just please allow for a little bit of flexibility there. But as I say, I mean, I feel like, with just to as a final conclusion, you have a lot of really positive, powerful cards here, powerful time in that 2-week period. You're still expanding, you're still growing, you definitely have protection, and you definitely have justice and fairness in the situation, meaning, I feel you're walking away from something here. And again, it could be a job situation, but you have so much luck that's going to be coming, things are going to be opening up for you. What's happening here is it's almost like you're being tested. It's being tested to see if you really are, learning the lessons that you were intended to learn. Can you release the things that aren't going to work for you ASAP and move on, or are you going to linger and hang on to that? But I feel like that is, it almost feels like it's a test here, because because it seems like the things are kind of coming in and out pretty fast here. And because there's some need for you to compromise and to find that middle ground, I feel like you have to surrender something and able to get something else, So surrender the old pattern and able to get to the new. With the Death card, release. Release the old in favor of the new. So anyway, that's what I have for you, as I say. And that, again, last 2 weeks of September, Libra. So stay safe and keep moving forward.